Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Sona64. I'm not entirely sure what I want to entitle this video or what I want to talk about in general. As far as topics go, I'm not entirely sure, but I guess I just wanted to get something off my mind because I've been thinking about something for like the last day or so. Me and my girlfriend, we've been together for a while. I mean, it's been almost 4 months, and it's been awesome. Almost 4 months, because it hasn't actually been 4 months yet. And things have been great, and I think last month I talked about how the honeymoon stage was still going on, because when you're in a relationship, when you first start out, there's the honeymoon stage, and we haven't like just started out. Obviously, it's been over 3 months. We've been together for a while, but last month everything still felt really like it was like it was fresh, like everything was fresh. But yesterday, or maybe it was the day before yesterday, and then it was yesterday, I don't know, it's not that things got worse, it's that things kind of normalized, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's kind of like when a dog gets used to your voice and they kind of just act a certain way when they hear your voice, and they respond the way you expect them to respond, and it's kind of just like the end of the honeymoon stage. Like, there's no more surprises. Not that I'm looking for surprises. I'm not looking to be surprised. I mean, not that someone should want to be surprised, but surprises are always nice. The thing is, we've been together for a while now, and there's kind of like, it's not that I know everything about her, but I know a lot about her. I know a lot more than I knew 4 months ago, I can tell you that much. So things are perfect, and I think that's where the honeymoon stage ends, is where you're with somebody and you know they're not going anywhere, you know you're not going anywhere, and you guys both don't want to go anywhere, but there's nothing new left to look for. It's, you guys are just together, and it sounds kind of sad. It does. I'm not meaning to make it sound sad, because I'm really happy. I've never actually been in this position before, where I've actually went through like a really long honeymoon stage, and then the honeymoon is over, and I'm happy. I'm not upset. I'm not in an argument with them. I mean, I don't think I am. And you know, you don't want to break up with them. You're in a good place. You're in a place where you have somebody who's basically your rock, your partner in crime, just the person who's going to be by you for a very long time, preferably forever, but no one lives forever, so hopefully a long time. You're with that person, and they're going to be with you forever, and you realize this, and it takes you, sometimes it takes you, you know, less than the time it took me to figure it out, because our honeymoon stage was very long. A lot of people have their honeymoon stage with their girl or their guy, and it only lasts like a month, and then it's just back to being in a relationship. But I think what I've missed from my other relationships was, it's not companionship I was missing. I think it was just working together, agreeing with things, and that give and take that you have when you're with somebody. See, you know, relationships are about give and take. You know, you give some and then you get some, and sometimes relationships end up being, you know, you're giving more than you're getting, or you're getting more than you're giving, and you know, you probably won't notice that you're getting more than you're giving, but when you're going up to see them and they live miles and miles away, and then, I don't know, they tell you that you don't really do much for them, that's like, that's a killer. That's what that is. I don't know how to describe that in a descriptive way, but it sucks. It does. And with her, she gives me a lot, and I think I give her a lot, like I try to, and she tells me I do, but I always feel like I can give her more, you know, and I'm always going to strive to give her more, you know, because I'm not perfect, but I want to be close to perfect. I want to try to get near perfect the best that I can. That's pretty much all any man can do, or any woman can do, is try to get as close to perfect as possible, you know. And that's what I strive to do for her, is try to get as close to perfect as possible by giving her everything that I can, because I love her. And you love the person that you're with. Hopefully, if you've been with them for 3 months, you've probably got some feelings that are comparable to love. Most likely, you should. If not, then, you know, I mean, sometimes love takes longer for some people than others. It's always been pretty close to my sleeve when it comes to love. Not that I wear it on my sleeve-ish, because it does take a little bit for me to realize that I'm in love with somebody, but there are times when that person is just like, right. And I used to think that all the time, like, you know, a girl was right. And to be fair, every girlfriend I've had has been a step up from the last, and thank God. Although I did go back with one ex at one time, and you can't necessarily call that a step up unless they are completely different, which she was, but not different in a way that would benefit me. So that was kind of like a sidestep. I wouldn't call it a backstep. It was definitely a sidestep. It showed me that I can't date somebody who lives in another state. That doesn't work. And I knew that before I had dated her, but I kind of ignored it because I wanted to rekindle something that was not there anymore. So that kind of sucked. But anyway, that's what happened there. And with her, she's kind of in the perfect position because she lives very, very close to my job, and my job is not very, very close to me, but it's not far. It's a good distance. I like the distance it is because it's not inside of the city, and I don't really want to work in the city. I mean, it'd be nice, but I don't really want to work in the city. I don't even want to live in the city, so I definitely don't want to work in the city. And where my job is located, it's on the outside of the city, and that's where she lives. She lives outside the city, so it's kind of perfect for me because I can go and see her after work or before work, and it's just kind of all in the same place. Like, my life is basically out there. My work, my girl, my happiness, because Micro Center is also out there too. So you gotta throw that in there, because that's my Walmart. That's pretty much what that is. I kind of want to go there whenever I can to get stuff, and I still got to go there because I have like a laundry list of things I need to get. Now, I don't think they sell everything at Micro Center, but I do need to go there for some things that I don't need to order because they sell it there, and they sell it for cheap. So I do need to go there sooner or later, get some more parts for this build that I have not showed off on my channel yet, but I will soon when it's like completely 100% done. Right now it's 80% done. A couple of things are missing. I want to get 3 more fans. I want to get a CPU cooler for this CPU because the water cooler, it's not that it doesn't fit. I mean, it probably does fit. I'm just not doing it the right way. Eventually, I'll probably figure out the water cooler. I probably don't even need to get a air CPU cooler, but I just like to have one on the side just in case the water cooler fails. And I want to get another SSD, preferably an M.2 SSD that I can just put onto the motherboard, that attaches to the motherboard rather than through a cable and putting it inside the case. That way, if I ever want to resell this motherboard, which probably won't happen, I could probably get a couple extra bucks if I market the motherboard with the SSD on the motherboard. I'm getting kind of sidetracked, aren't I? I'm talking about computers when I was talking about how the honeymoon stage is over, but I'm not upset about that. In fact, I'm actually really happy about it. Life is actually perfect right now because I have somebody who is going to be with me through thick and thin, isn't going anywhere, I'm not going anywhere, and I'm really happy in my life. I got my computer, I've got her. I mean, in my phone, she's called my future wife, and I hope that is true. I believe it's going to be true. And considering this video, it's most likely true. Maybe that's wishful thinking because I can't predict the future, but I'm happy. I'm happy right now. Thank you guys for watching it or listening. Sometimes people rather listen than watch because the gameplay is Call of Duty. But, you know. Thanks for watching and listening, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.